I did try my best to take like all the hardest classes, AP Chem, AP BC Calc. I didn't get A's.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our vlog. We thought today it would be timely to talk a little bit about how our college application process went. We are about to enter in our senior year of college at Northwestern, and it's about that time of year. People are starting to think about the common application if you're a senior in high school, so we thought we'd talk a little bit about our college application experiences to Northwestern. I was a very stressed out high schooler, and college applications really stressed me out. I think that it's important before we even get into this to note that there is no one way to get into a college. There's no how to get into Northwestern. It doesn't exist. Every college counselor will tell you the same thing. Really, I think what's super important is that I don't think you should mold yourself to fit into a college. I think that you should find a college that fits you as you are right now. So rather than trying to change yourself or your ways or your lifestyle or whatever to get into a specific college, I think that there's a college out there for everyone, and you should spend your time searching for a college that you love and fits you as you are. You should do what you want to do rather than do what you think you should do. So that's really important to me, so I want to share that first.
Yeah. That being said, we're going to go through our individual experiences, what we kind of put to round out our application for Northwestern. Like she said, this is not us telling you what to do or how to do it. We have no idea what it was that got us into this school. It could be one tiny thing we put on the application. It could be the combination of everything. We honestly have no idea. So all we can do is tell you what we did, and we both did very different things. But before we get into that, we're just going to give a very brief background on where we're from.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, a small town called Chagrin Falls. I went to Chagrin Falls Exempted Village Schools. My graduating class had 168 people, so it was pretty tiny. The whole town has about 4,000 people. Small school, but a great public school, really great teachers, well-funded.
So I also went to a great public school in Potomac, Maryland.
Public school.
I went to a public school in Potomac, Maryland, which is like 30 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. or less. And my school was a pretty different size from hers. It was more of mid to large. 2,000 people were in the school, so I guess about 500 students per class in my graduating class. So a little bit different experiences there already. We have a list here of things we want to talk about. We're going to start with extracurriculars, just because I wanted to place a little more emphasis on that, just because I feel like most videos like this tend to just talk about grades and scores and stuff, and I think extracurriculars are just as important. What did you do in high school?
Well, I'm a theater major here at Northwestern, so shocking news, I did a lot of theater in high school. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a lot of shows in my high school and also in kind of regional theaters around Cleveland. So that was a huge extracurricular. I also danced at a dance studio. I did competitive dance when I was younger, and I was involved in drama club. I was the president of drama club. And I also was really involved in what was called the Superintendent's Advisory Committee. I was involved in that for 4 years of high school, but my last 2 years I was vice president and president.
Wow.
And we did a lot of philanthropy stuff, and we also advised the superintendent on different district decisions from a student perspective.
Yeah, mine was kind of similar, although, well, I'm also a theater major. I'm a theater and music double major here, so I did a lot of theater. I did a lot of sports when I was younger, but by high school it was just basically all theater. Music as well, and
extracurriculars were YouTube.
What? Another thing I was really passionate about was helping other people in ways that I felt that I could. One of them was fitness. I was really into fitness at the time, and I had started a calisthenics club, which is like body weight workouts to help other students who were interested in getting in shape. And I played like music at like hospitals and senior homes and stuff like that. It was a good way for me to practice and also like give back to the community. So it was a lot of performance, mostly in high school. Next, we're going to talk about grades. Now, I don't even know where my transcript is. I don't know how to get any of those or my scores or anything. So I can just give you like rough estimates of where I was. But basically in high school, I did try my best to take like all the hardest classes that my high school offered. And fortunately, I went to a high school that offered a bunch of really hard classes. They had plenty of APs to take. I took a lot of those, usually in like math and sciences, like AP Chem, AP BC Calc were like two of the hardest classes I took, and I didn't get A's. I did not get A's in those classes. I didn't get C's in any classes until second semester senior year, but I did get a decent amount of B's. I don't think I ever got an A in BC Calc or AP Chem or AP Lit or AP Lang.
There he is. What are you all acting all formal about? When you talk about high school with me, you're like, oh my god, I didn't care about anything.
Well, I honestly didn't really care about my grades that much. My parents, it was a lot of pressure from my parents to do well, which thankfully was, I think, helped get me into the school, so I'm really grateful for that. Just leaving all your options open. You never know. I don't know if the grades got me in, but yeah, I certainly was not like some A+ student like maybe some other videos you see, like tons of students just getting like straight A's, and that wasn't me. The best class I did was AP Music Theory, and like that fit my groove, like that was like a walk in the park for me, whereas the other ones I was like dying to barely get a B. I had to like beg my teachers to like bump me to a B and stuff like that.
Just goes to show, do what you love.
Test scores, like APs honestly reflected what I just said. Like I got 3s and 4s and 5s. I basically took hard classes. There were very smart people at my school. I was by no means one of the smartest kids there, but I was surrounded by them because I took a lot of these hard classes.
I was pretty nutso in high school.
Yeah, she is the smarty pants, so...
No, I really wasn't that smart. I just was, like, really crazy, so I just studied really hard. Like I said, I went to a really small school, so I think that it was, like, really motivating, but also sometimes in a dangerous way, because it was hard to sink back and hide, I also am a perfectionist by nature and very hard on myself. So I definitely lived a very unhealthy lifestyle in high school that I would never recommend to anyone. I did not sleep more than 4 hours a night on a weekly basis, and it was not good. I did get really good grades as a result, but at what cost, Probably shaved 5 years off my life. I was pretty much like a solid A student. I definitely like just worked very hard to get all A's pretty much all the time. I also pretty much went crazy for AP tests. I took a lot of AP classes and always wanted to get the highest score. I'm kind of competitive. It's really embarrassing to say this out loud, honestly. You might think it's a good thing, but it's honestly embarrassing to me now.
Yeah, I mean, like as you can hear, we both took pretty hard classes, but she kind of really worked hard to do really well in those classes, and I didn't feel as motivated in those classes, and we had different results as a result. There's really no one way. It's not always like to be the best at all of everything to get into a top school. In terms of tests, like I took the SAT.
I took the ACT and the SAT.
Bear in mind also, I took the SAT before they did this new revamp. I don't know any details about
old
that.
People now, so we took it when it was still like if you didn't answer a question, you didn't get a minus point kind of thing.
Oh wow, I don't even know the rules, but
whatever. I mean, graduated high school in 2016, so keep that in mind.
At the time, I took the SAT, I think, at least twice.
Did you tutor?
Yes, and I had an SAT, coach or something like that. Tutor. Yeah. I got a 2180 super score, so I got an 800 in math and the 760 in writing, and you can do the math for reading, but it's pretty low. It was not balanced by any means.
Like I said, you watched YouTube instead.
What? You guys are watching YouTube, and it's a great thing, and you should not let bullies shame you for watching YouTube. The bullies and the regular people like us all end up at the same place. So what's that say? I'm
just kidding. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just teasing him because I like to. It's fun.
You took the ACT and you got 15?
I got a 32 on the ECT. I don't remember what my individual scores for things were. I took it twice, and I tutored.
You tutored or got tutored?
I got tutored.
It's completely different.
I got tutored. I got a 30 the first time, and then I took it again and got a 32 after a little bit of tutoring.
Well, that's tests.
So obviously, those are some key elements of the application. Then there's also the essays, which I personally think are very important because it's really the only place that you get to share who you are. Mm-hmm. It's really the only time you have a voice other than like what you did. So really take advantage of that. I think that is really the most powerful part.
Yeah, speak from the heart. Just be honest and tell your experience, because your experience is your experience, and that is gonna be that's just really cool. Honestly, your own individual story.
Yeah, and if you don't get into a college, then I really believe that it wasn't a right fit for you, because everyone is so different. We're so different, even though we go to the same school.
Yeah. To close out this video, I just wanted to say those are our experiences. Once again, we don't expect that that's your experience, and we don't think that even should be your experience. We really wanted to put put this video out there just to give you more perspective. Not to say this is what you should do, but just to show you this is what we did. Oh, the other thing is, like, this wasn't even my first choice school. Like, I really wanted to go to Juilliard and I didn't get in. I'm so grateful for that because I ended up here, and this has been one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me.
Just goes to show
Exactly.
everything happens for a reason. It does.
Whatever that looks like for you, you're going to end up in the right place.
You will.
Just kind of put your best foot forward when you go down this list, whatever you put on your application. Present yourself as well as you can, and
let fate take the rest.
Somebody will do the rest. Thanks so much for watching. Do what you love with the people you love.